Expressing how one feels is the very essence of art. Fred Tomaselli is a collagist who expresses his feelings just that way. His work can mainly be split up between two eras, the first having substances be the main want, and the second one having things in the world influence his art, like the California fires or climate change. He uses traditional decor from all around the world in his pieces, and boards also make quite an appearance too. Using art to make sense and better understand the world around us is such a wonderful inspiration for me. Let's start by looking at one of his works. The first work of his I want to take a look at is called Split Stop. This piece is made out of acrylic, polished resin, and hemp plant, and sits about 54 by 72 inches. The composition of the work showcases the middle having two sets of brown roots diverging and filling both sides of the wall. The roots torn into a plant-like structure sprouting small white bulbs on every end. The piece focuses on its use of psychedelic materials such as hemp. I feel like the dual sides seem to represent two sides of the brain, and with the psychedelic nature, it could very well be the case. Delving into a more modern work of his, I want to go over August 31st, 2005. This one was created with inkjet and screen print on newspaper. The paper image, which is about 11 by 13.5 inches. The beat of the image is the newspaper from the New York Times dated August 31st, 2005. Headlining the message, New Orleans is inundated as two levees fail. Much of Gulf Coast is crippled full rises. Shown in the newspaper is a photograph overlooking the troubled city at an angle towards downtown. However, the difference is that a colorful topography overlays the floodwaters. Seeing all the buildings pop out, juxtaposed against the color, shows the impact of the disaster Hurricane Katrina had on the city. The last work I wanted to talk about was Airborne Event. This artwork is a mixed media collage with acrylic paint and resin on wood. It sits as the largest work I'm discussing at 84 by 60 inches, an extremely striking work. There's all kinds of collage pieces in there, forming multicolored lines towards the center. The lines are made from various designs, flowers, bugs, eyes, mouths, ears, other body parts. In the center lies a woman without a definitive skin, made out of even more collage materials, adding more materials such as bones and veins. Her head isn't there, instead it's replaced by an explosion of several geometric shapes, and within them, more collage materials like insects and flowers. Butterflies even. With the head replaced with the shapes, it can be seen as some sort of introspection on how mind works on psychedelics. The surrounding also supports this with a line seeming to emanate out of the woman herself. In my research, I found a connection with the artists themselves. Artists who works on pieces that reflect the world around us. It's honestly it's a hard to understand place the world is. Making sense of it can be very difficult sometimes. The world around us is such a large place, and trying to find your own voice in this wild place isn't an easy task. But we can always hope and aspire, make it better and a more whimsical world. Creation is a tool we use to imprint our own ideas to the collective human experience. Use it to your advantage and do the best you can.